But it is Friday, and after all of this is over, you have the weekend coming up and the big releases. Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer and Greta Gerwig's Barbie is the two most anticipated movies of the season. The fever is running high all across the globe, and in India, two moviegoers are equally excited. Surbi is here to tell us about the big releases today. Surbi, which one are you going to be going for?
I'll probably go for the Oppenheimer one, but post the weekend, let the reviews come in. But the advanced tickets numbers are extremely strong. For Oppenheimer, it is over 2 lakh tickets. For the opening day itself, for Barbie, it's 80,000 tickets. The opening day box office collections is estimated at 15 to 20 crores. Apart from that, there are a lot of movies that are coming in the next few weeks as well. There's Rocky Aur Rani Ki Prem Kahani, there is Jailer, which is a Rajnikant starrer, there's Animal, Ranbir Kapoor starrer, and also Gaddar 2. Apart from that, PVR has slashed their F&B prices by 40%. So on weekdays, there are snack combos, with a price range of 99 rupees only, and for weekend there's bottomless popcorn and drinks. So this is all to increase the footfalls in the theatre, and that is why you can see that PVR is surging in shade today. We also spoke with the management, and he also indicated really positive commentary for the opening day collections as well.
Two of the biggest international movies that are coming to theatres this week, Oppenheimer and Barbie. What are the collections expected out of it, and what are the kind of bookings that you have seen at PVR across the country as well as here in this property?
Well, let me put it this way. My daughter yesterday wanted to see Oppenheimer, and I had a problem getting a ticket for her. So I was quite embarrassed. Okay. So after a long time, with the grace of God, I'm exceedingly happy that we are finding this opportunity where, movies are Hollywood movies. There's a Hollywood movie, both of them. And of course, Mission Impossible also just got released, where, cinemas are completely packed. And collection-wise, I don't know the exact number, but I think Mission Impossible 7, MI7, is touching about 70-80 crores already, which is very big for a Hollywood film. And Oppenheimer, Barbie also is looking like it's going to do over 100 crores of business easily.
All right, so 100 crore of business coming in for both Oppenheimer as well as Barbie. For Mission Impossible, if it crosses 100 crore, it will be the first in the Mission Impossible series to do so. Certainly there is a wave of optimism around cinema and cinema theatres. So we speak to Jinesh Joshi now, who's the research analyst at Prabhudas Lilladher, joining in. Jinesh, as consumers, we're very happy that cinema going is perhaps now finding its feet once again. But do you think this is just a 1 or 2 movie trend, or something structural in terms of these theatres finding their space finally after the onslaught of OTT content?
So we have always maintained our view that cinemas not doing well is a problem of content, so to say. But if you look at this quarter, we have Oppenheimer coming up tomorrow along with Barbie. Then in the last week of July, you have Rocky Aur Rani Ki Prem Kahani. Then we have Gaddar. We have Oh My God 2 during the midweek of August. And then there is Jawan, which is lined up in September. So there are quite a few good movies which are lined up. Even on the regional side, the lineup is quite decent, with Bhola Shankar, Jailer and Salar being lined up. So with content being reasonably well in 2Q, I think the mojo will be back for multiplexes.
Okay. So Jinesh, just talking about the now and not the entire larger issue that there is a transition, structural transition to OTT, how much do you think Oppenheimer as well as Barbie could probably make for PVR, say in terms of, occupancies as well as ticket sales and F&B?
Sure. So Hollywood as a genre typically contributed about 15-16% to PVR's FY23 overall collections. But if I talk specifically about Oppenheimer, I think the opening weekend sales are quite healthy enough. If we are able to see weekend collections of approximately 30 to 40 crores, I think the movie will well be on track to achieve about 100 crores in India. So in terms of collections, yeah, Oppenheimer is expected to do well. And the other movies which I just highlighted, even those movies, given the fact that Gadar is expected to release around Independence Day, Jawan, which is a SRK movie, and this is coming up after Pathan, which had an exceptional outing after quite some time for SRK. So with a good, healthy pipeline, I think the overall collections in 2Q have to be reasonably better than 1Q, which to my mind will be more or less a replica of 4Q or marginally better.
Absolutely. And ever since, I mean, I was just looking at some of the stats, right? Ever since Book My Show opened their ticketing 3 weeks ago for Oppenheimer, 3 lakh tickets, over 3 lakh tickets have already been booked. So all aboard the Nolan Express, I think. I mean, everyone's excited for that one, considering even the star cast, right? Not just Christopher Nolan, but there's Robert Downey Jr., Emily Blunt, Matt Damon. I mean, the star cast is impressive. But okay, let's get back to the stock market because that's what our viewers are interested on. PVR, the stock itself, what's your view? And for the long-term investor, what is the advice?
Sure. So PVR, we have a target price of approximately 1700 on the company. And given the fact that footfalls will make a healthy comeback in 2Q for FY24, we are expecting the footfall number to be at about 16 crores, which is marginally short of what they achieved in FY20, which was the pre-pandemic base. So I think this is a good time to kind of enter into the stock, given the fact that valuations on pre-Ind AS EBITDA basis are about 11 times on FY25. So we maintain our positive view on the company, given the fact that the pipeline is good, especially in 2Q, and the footfall recovery should happen gradually in 3Q, which will again be a festive season. And we hope that Bollywood makes a comeback in 3Q.
All right. And unfortunately, media is a rather theatrical exhibition is a small universe for one to look at in terms of an investment. Wanted to know, Jinesh, whether you track other media stocks or not as well, because the last couple of trading sessions have been incredible for names like HT Media, DB Corp, or even something like a Sun TV. And this comes from a place where all the FMCG companies are saying that they are going to increase their ad spends. So do you think the next couple of quarters will be strong for media stocks, and should one look at it?
Yeah, if you look at the overall ad spends in the FMCG space, which contributes roughly 50% to the overall TV ad spends, and hence the recovery in the FMCG space, especially on the ad spend side, will bode well for broadcasters. So I think if not in 2Q, maybe 3Q down the line, you will see the recovery coming back with the gross margins of FMCG companies improving. You will see the discretionary spends on the ad side also making a comeback, which should ideally bode well for the broadcasters like Z.
Okay. Jinesh, just a quick last question. Right now PVR Inox is just a one-trick pony. They're mainly concentrating on movies doing well to generate revenue. Have you ever spoken to the management, or has the topic of diversifying their revenue base ever come up?
Honestly speaking, I think this is one business which the management is completely focused on. After the merger, Mr. Bijli, he's running the show, and apart from this business, he does not have any other diversification. Prior to the merger, obviously the Inox group had some other businesses as well. But I think if you talk about diversification, given the fact that the existing promoters which are running the show have their bread and butter involved in PVR, I think that this will remain their core focus area.
Okay, well, PVR is the big mover right now, 3.5% higher. The hype is real. So thanks a lot for joining in and taking us through your views on the stock. That's a big target price they have, over 1700. Let's